Welcome once again. This is Say Hi Online Training. Today, we're gonna give you the introduction for the PLC programming, or the Programmable Logic Controller device. Okay, so I'll be giving you the PLC operation and the way PLC programming. Okay. There are two modes of the operation of PLC. Okay. It translates engineering language or the control logic to a machine language or the binary code. The other side is the running or scanning mode. It is relating to the program, to the inputs and outputs. Okay. There are devices for the inputs, which are the push buttons, and the outputs will be the motors, the indicators, or the lights, respectively. So afterwards, I will show you the different parts or the different devices we need to program the circuits in the PLC.
Okay, let us continue. So this is now our wiring board. Okay, as you can see in our wiring board, we have here the PLC, or the Programmable Logic Controllers. So this we have the terminal block, so like this one. Okay, this in which you will connect the wiring through the different terminals. You need also have the push button. So these are the push button, the same as like this. Okay, these are the push buttons. Then we need the magnetic contactors. This is a three-phase magnetic contactor. Okay, but this is the overload relay. Okay, or sometimes we'll be needing also relays if in case that we be needing the variation of supply voltage. Okay, this part will be connected to line 1, and this on the other side will be connected to line 2. Okay, there's the advantage of using the PLC. Okay, the PLC would be able to eliminate the use of the timers, counters, and other relays in order to minimize the wiring of the control circuits. This upper part is composed of the terminals of the inputs. So our input or the push button switches and other sensors could be directly connected to the inputs. Okay. On the other side, we can connect, these are the outputs, output terminals. These are to be connected to the magnetic contactors. Okay. This is the coils or the solenoid coils connected to the outputs. Then the main lines are to be connected to our motors that we are driven. So afterwards, so I'll be showing you the diagram on how could we complete this diagram. Here is the diagram for the push button switches. Okay, from this side you will be connect this part on line 1. Okay, so this corresponds to the stop button, and other push buttons. Or in some cases that you will be needing other sensors, so you will replace these switches into different sensors. Okay. Then this other terminals will be connected to the inputs of the PLC. As respectively, this one will come to input 1, then input 2, input 3, and so on. From the different parts which I gave you, so this corresponds to the programmable logic controller. Then these are the switches, and these are the contactors, the magnetic contactors, and these overload protectors. So I supplied the programmable controllers with lines 1 and line 2. Okay, I also connected line 1 through the different outputs of the PLC to give the power through the magnetic contactors. Okay, so this is the coil for magnetic contactor 1, then the output Q2 going to magnetic contactor 2, and Q3 for magnetic contactors 3. Then afterwards, the other side of the terminals will be commonly connected to these 3 magnetic contactors, then directly be connected to our line 2. Okay. Then the other parts will be connected to the main lines if ever this is supplied with 3-phase circuit in which there are 3 lines involved. So line 1, they have common to each of these motors. Line 1 for motor 1, line 1 for motor 2 respectively. Then the outputs will be connected to directly to the motors. So if this one is for the motor 1, this is for the motor 2 and motor 3. Okay. By using the control, we would able to activate each of these motor outputs by using this solenoid, supplying the voltage required for these solenoid coils. The contactors or these magnetic contactors will activate and give the current from the 3-phase supply. Okay, but this programmable logic controller will give the sequence or whatever needed in our circuit. If it is either forward reverse, Y delta, or any sequence motor control.